Hey guys, Antonio here. All right, I'm quitting. And honestly, I've got three reasons why. Number one, I'm stretched too thin. I just have too many things going on. Number two, I'm not hell yeah about this. So yeah, I'm going to take a step back. And I wrote down some notes here, but finally, I don't think I'm the right person for this. Now, I don't mean to troll you because I'm not quitting YouTube. What I'm talking about in today's video, guys, and I wanted to just stress and I want to share with you some of the things I'm quitting this year, is it is okay to quit. Quit, and it's funny, you probably saw that title of the video and you're thinking, okay, this is bad. Quitting is not always bad. We hear this again and again. Don't be a quitter, never give up. I agree in many situations, but sometimes, guys, you want to quit so that you can go on to something else. Oftentimes we hold on to something way too long. And so I was making a list because the first thing I'm going to quit doing, I can tell you this year, is making lists. I went to my to-do list. I've got 2,000 items. I could go through 5 lifetimes. I'm not going to get all this done. So the only way, I can't just do everything and power through this. No, I've got to go through and I'm going to go from 2,000 to probably 50. And even that may be way too much this year. But that exercise, and something I encourage you to do, instead of adding New Year's resolutions, think about what can I pull back from on my life? What can I cut away from? I think, whatever, was it Michelangelo or Da Vinci? One of them is quoted as saying, when it comes to sculpture, it's about removing everything to reveal the masterpiece. And guys, focus it. I know for me, every week, I'm going down to maybe 3 things I want to get done in the week. 1 item a day. And I don't always accomplish that 1 item, but I have found I've been able to power through and get a lot more done that way. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is I am giving up on some great opportunities this year to make room for amazing opportunities. And that's an important concept to understand, is sometimes you have to say no to good things, to things that are really going to return a pretty good return on your investment. But you've got to say no to them so that you can make room for the things that will give you a 10 to 100 times return on your investment. For me, business coaching, I'm sorry, I'm no longer going to be doing it. I know a lot of you guys reach out to me. You're like, okay, Antonio, how do you do everything you're doing? How did you build up your YouTube channel? How do you have a 7-figure business now? How were you able to build this stuff up? And I loved coaching people that were getting into the men's lifestyle business. That particular niche was really good for me. I loved working with veterans. But I've decided to take a step back in 2017. I'm not going to do any business coaching. Now, if you're interested in business coaching, I recommend you check out Ramit Sethi. He's actually relaunching his Zero to Launch program. I'll put a link down in the description because I'm an affiliate. So if you buy through my link, I give you free access to any of my courses. My personal image blueprint, it's a $500 course. You get it for free. But I'm going to put the link down there. He's got a free training. But what I realized is guys like Ramit, guys like John Lee Dumas, guys like, there's Chris Ducker, all these guys have better business training than what I can offer because that's their focus right now. And they're actually building up communities. They've got great curriculums. I've gone through Ramit's training. I think it's good to go. He's one of my mentors. So why wouldn't I recommend people to him? And as an affiliate, I actually get a commission. So it works out pretty well. But guys, that's what I'm stopping that great opportunity because I loved it. But it's going to make time for me to focus on my own information products and build up my business. So number 3, I'm going to quit having an ego. So I've got a big ego, a big head, and I get that. It's one of those things that as you start to have some success, you start to not have time for these things. And it really hit me this year though, because my wife pointed out, you're not even volunteering at your son's events. You're okay with writing them a check and donating money, but you're not actually showing up. And I thought about that. I'm like, she's exactly right. So I started becoming a better volunteer. I tried to, and it's something that it's like a shower. You have to do this again and again because we build ourselves up and we've got to bring ourselves down. So I surround myself with people who kind of keep me in check, people that are at a high level of success and kind of put me back in my place. In addition, I've gone through what else? Again, like I said, I took some notes here and I'm going to try to be more this Christmas. Actually, we went caroling the other night, and I can tell you I had a minor part for 5 hours. We're walking through cold weather, getting crammed into a car, and just singing for other people. But little things like that, you forget how the best things in life are free. Now, the second best things in life are incredibly expensive. I don't know who said that quote, but I love it. Okay, so number 4, I'm going to quit optimizing everything. I don't know about some of you guys, but I love Tim Ferriss. I love some of these other guys that find hacks in life, but I've taken it to an extreme so that I found that if somehow I was wasting 15 minutes of my day, it ruined my day. Guys, I'm really going to try to pull back on that. And related to that, the next point, I'm going to quit being an asshole to my wife. Excuse the language here, but really I found that because the people that are closest to me, my kids, my wife, my family, it seems like I was holding them to a higher standard. I was trying to optimize my relationships with them. And my wife said, I don't work for you. I'm your wife. I'm your partner. And yes, I'm going to be, she has her quirks, she has her things, and I can't try to, it's like I'm going along on this journey with her. And it's just funny. I mean, really look at it. If you are a driven person, and that's who I find, we're the worst at this. People that are really trying to be, do a lot of things in their lives, we start trying to, work on the people around us. And especially some of those people didn't sign up for this. They signed up to be with us for the rest of our lives, to be a part. I mean, our kids didn't necessarily even sign up here, but I've realized, I've got to start, I'm not late whenever I've got an appointment with a business partner. But you know what? I found that I was skipping dinner. I found that I wasn't always on time to meet with my wife, and she's the most important person in my life. So make sure that you're treating those around you with respect, and you're not, you don't fall into that trap. Okay, so next up, I'm going to quit focusing on sunk cost. A lot of you guys do this too. You spend money on something and then you think that you've got to follow through because you've spent money on it. I actually had a great example here in Ukraine. There was a photo studio, which by the way, we got a great studio set up now. But one of the first studios, I had given them $250. And that was just a deposit. And I lost all of that simply because I decided, you know what? I don't have the time. I'm not going to go through and I'm not going to work with them. You lost. And I talked with a couple people about that. And they're like, oh, well, you should at least fight to get your money back. You should at least show up and give them that 5 hours so that you can make your money. It's like when I thought about it, like if it's a sunk cost, it is gone. You're never going to get it back. So focus on moving forward. Okay, another thing, I'm going to quit thinking small. So guys, and I'm putting this call out there again, if you understand information products, if you want to be part of a team, you want to help me, because with Real Men, Real Style, I was always thinking, how can I double the size of my business every year? So how do I go from, a few $100,000 to, high six figures? How do I go from mid-six figures to $1 million business? Screw that, guys. We are going to replace Esquire. I'm looking at creating an amazing company. When I'm surrounded, I've already teamed up with Aaron Marino and a couple other things. I've got my StyleCon event, but I am looking for people that can help me not just double the size of my business, but become 100 times bigger than what we are, that they see the bigger vision of what I want to create here and are ready to join me. If you're interested in that, I'm going to put links down in the description so you can apply to work with me. But I can tell you right now, I'm looking for someone that understands testing information products, can go through and optimize websites, do A/B testing, help me with email sequences, can write emails. If you have that skill set, I'm looking for you. Okay, so finally, guys, I'm going to quit I'm basically, how did I put this? I'm going to quit not being present. It didn't come out the way I had it written down, but basically I over catalog at times. Like, we all fall into this. We start taking pictures, we're taking videos. Be present. Quit trying to catalog and to take pictures and to videotape everything. Actually be present for those that matter in your life. And yes, it may not seem, oh, I'm going to forget this. Well, that's what makes it sweet. That's what makes it great, is that sometimes the best things in life, they don't last. And so make sure to be there, to be present. Guys, here's to you having a great year. Hopefully some of you guys will forgive me if you thought for some reason I was going to quit on this channel. You got to be kidding me. We're hitting our groove. I love what we're doing. I really feel that we've just got so much potential here at Real Men, Real Style. I thank you for being part of the journey, for helping me, and let me know in the comments what you are going to quit Right now, maybe today, this month, write it down, because don't be afraid to be a quitter sometimes. It's a good thing. All right, guys, take care. See you in the next video.